Hey y'all, I know I haven't been doing the cards of the day as much the last couple of days, but it's because I've been working on something else, which is this that I'm about to introduce, which is I wanted to show, especially the young ones, but for anybody that is interested in building sets or something that they love that's a set, just how I go about it. And the the it could be an iconic set like 86, 87 Fleer or 61 Fleer basketball, something along those lines. Or sometimes I'll build sets just because I think they look cool and they're great. And sometimes I'll build sets because they look cool and I think they'll eventually be a great set. The one I'm working on that I'm going to show you as I go through it, which I've almost completed now, is the 2012-13 stained glass. I think it's special because it's got a great rookie class. It also has LeBron and Kobe and Curry and a lot of those guys. But it's also the rookie class of Anthony Davis and Kawhi, because that was a combined year, and Klay Thompson and Bradley Beal and all these other great guys. And I think it's just gorgeous. And so what I'm going to do in this little series that I'm doing here is just, you'll see my screen as I go through and try and figure out the set, the feasibility of getting it, and so on, the budget, everything that I'm trying to do as I'm thinking about building a cool set. Now, totally understand, please understand, I understand the budgets are different for everybody. There's times I say, well, this isn't killer. And I'm talking about at that point is the rookie cards. I don't think I specified that, but there are some killer cards that sometimes sets are just too expensive to put together. And there are definitely some killer cards in this set. But when I was talking, as you'll see in the video, I was saying, well, the rookies aren't killer. And I didn't say rookies. I said there aren't killer cards that would keep me out of this. Like the Anthony Davis, I got a PSA 10 for $250. That to me is not killer compared to Anthony Davis RPAs and things like that. That just, it's like, man, I can't do the RPA set, you know, things like that. So I just hope you enjoy knowing that when I say this stuff or I show this stuff, it's not saying this is how you do it. Yeah, what I'm saying is this is just how I do it. And maybe you got a better way. Maybe you got a cooler way, a different way. But this is just how I do it. And it might open up some insight at some point for, oh, I never thought of that. And I'm always open to that too. Please tell me if you think of a better way to do it. Like I'll get into the difference of $10 and $20 cards and where I'll go look if I think it's too high in a certain place. But then on some big cards, I'll be like, I think it's a good price. I think it's going to go up. I'm just buying it at $150 or something like that. But the point is, I hope you just see a little insight into the set building process and ways to go about it, and I just hope you dig it. That's all. Sorry, I'm holding this myself, so it's a little shaky. But I hope you dig it, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. What I want to do is I want the details on the set. How many cards is this? Who might be in this that's going to be difficult? Just kind of get a quick overview. So I usually go to Cardboard Connection. Beckett's got it as well. There are different places that have great ways to look this up. But I'll go 2012-13 Innovation. Oops. So let's check this thing out. There it is, 2012-13. And let's go down here and check this out. Obviously, the modern set, it's got tons of different types of subsets, but let's look. It is here. All right. So here I can look. There are 100 cards in the set. And there's one variation, the purple. Don't know if that's numbered or not. It looks like it's not. Usually it would say it here. But 100 cards, LeBrons and Kobe's, of course. And as we look through, you see that there's going to be Anthony Davis rookies, Kawhi Leonard rookies. All the other big boys are going to be in this. All right, so at the very least, I know it's a 100-card set. And what I'll do is then I will take this and I'll copy it and take it over and put it in here. So you can see I've already done that just to save a little bit of time. But here's the stained glass set, and here's every player. Like, I know for a fact, too, that I've got the Jimmy Butler. I bought it the other night on COMC. So I've already bold, underline, or bold and italic that. And when it gets here, what I will do is I'll do this, and then I'll do the strike through there so I don't get confused. Because especially in a 100-card set, even in a 25-card set, there are times when you'll end up going through and you'll buy the same card twice on accident. So this way, by putting it in my notes, I've got it on my iPhone, my iPad, anywhere I am, I can have this. So if I'm at a show or a shop and I see they've got a stack of these things, I'm not buying the same one twice. And that usually isn't happening with the big boys, but when I get down into the Avery Bradleys and the Valanciunases and things like that, sometimes you'll actually buy the same guy twice. So that's what I'll do. I'll go through these, and now I've got this set. Okay, so stained glass is set. It's a 100-card set. And now I'll start pulling up the places where I'll look for pricing and potential deals. So I'll bring up, check out my cards, and I'll bring up eBay, and eventually I'll try some other different things. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in 2012-13 Innovation Stained Glass. Let's see what that pulls up. Okay, I like to sort by highest just to start out with. It looks like none of the big boys are here, like Anthony Davis and those guys, because they'd be a lot higher. But as I look, Ray Allen, Kemba rookie, Stoudemire, let's see, Dirk, different ones like that. And as I scroll down, it's like, okay, not $5 to $10. And it looks like I'm trying to, at this point, figure out. So $1 to $10, most of them, with a few more that are a little higher. And I'm trying to figure out how feasible is it that I can get this whole set. So I'll look over here and you'll see. So they've got 74 on COMC, 74 different ones. All right, let's see how many are on eBay. So, Innovation Stained Glass, and sort by highest. Oh yeah, look at some of these boys. Woo! Okay, so let's pause here as we start to look at the big boys in this set. Again, I want to just revisit. Everybody's budget is different, all right? I've talked about this on Cards of the Day when all I could afford was the baseball thrill set from 59 Topps, which the highest card was maybe $80, and that was monstrous for me at the time. I've worked hard to get to this position where now I can get a $250 card or a $300 card if I need to. It still doesn't mean I'm going to buy that LeBron that you saw for $3,000. I think that's too high. Maybe not after the LeBron explosion recently. Or I'd rather trade for it. Or I'd rather try and start working deals. But right now, I'm trying to whittle down the idea of collecting this set. Is it feasible? And then if I can make a huge dent in it with my budget, then maybe I can trade for stuff. I can go to the National. Because the key is this to me. It's patience. I'm not trying to get this set in a week. This might be a year-long process. It might be 2 years. And honestly, it makes it more fun. And I can tell the whole story of the 1953 Topps baseball set that I started when I was 11 and I finished when I was 38. I don't want to take that long. Don't get me wrong. I've done that ride. But if it takes a year, if things need to get back to normal, if car prices hopefully settle down a little bit, or if I think, look, this isn't a bubble, this is continuing to go up, let me trade something really good for that LeBron or find that Kobe. It might not be available. Maybe I'll get the 98%. But regardless, it's all about patience and being as intelligent as you can about it. People always ask me, how do you get your collection to where it is? It's not being in a hurry. and not being stupid and selling rookies at 20 that are basketball rookies that if a guy has 3 good games, it goes to 200. Hold on to some of those a little bit if you can. And if you need to sell to get something you love, sell and get what you love. But collect what you like and don't be in a rush. Competitive collecting is not in my Olympics, all right? I do this because I love it. I collect what I like. I like that stained glass set. I do think it has a great future, but I love it. I think the look is wonderful, and I love the class. So keep that in mind as you're watching this. Patience, your own personal budget, and then not being lazy, looking everywhere you can. And you'll see, I don't go into Facebook groups or go on to blowout forums yet because I'm trying to see if I can just get a big bulk of it. Anyway, just wanted to say that as we continue. Hope you dig it.